One request for a committee to meet during today's session of the Senate. It has the approval of the majority and minority leaders.
Duly noted.
Thank you. And Madam President, I also rise today to offer my strong support for the nomination of Ms. Vanita Gupta to be the Associate Attorney General of the United States. In the 44-year history of the position, a woman of color has never served as Associate Attorney General of the United States. We have the opportunity to confirm a qualified, proven, and respected woman of color in Ms. Gupta, and the Senate should not delay any longer. As Associate Attorney General, Ms. Gupta would help restore professionalism, empathy, and dignity to the highest levels of the Justice Department. Through more than 5 hours of testimony, 5 hours before the Judiciary Committee, and in a lengthy career in public service, Ms. Gupta has demonstrated exactly why our nation would be well served by her leadership in the Department of Justice. Throughout her career, Ms. Gupta has paid particular attention to the most marginalized and often the least heard among us. From representing wrongfully convicted individuals as a young lawyer, to her time in leadership roles at the ACLU, Leadership Conference, and the Department of Justice, Ms. Gupta has demonstrated her deep commitment to pursuing justice, equity, and equality for all people. In pursuit of that goal, Ms. Gupta has also demonstrated her desire and ability to work with anyone, including those who might normally disagree with her. Indeed, Ms. Gupta's endorsements from groups like the Fraternal Order of Police and individuals like Grover Norquist confirm that she is a thoughtful listener, a bridge builder, and a consensus seeker. In this charged political era, it's hard to imagine that any other nominee for Associate Attorney General could give my Republican colleagues more assurance that their views will be fairly considered at the Department of Justice. And yet, our Republican colleagues on the Judiciary Committee requested that Ms. Gupta's nomination be indefinitely stalled and that she be required to testify before the committee again. And when those demands were rightfully declined, they chose to vote en bloc against referring Ms. Gupta's nomination to the floor. But the opposition to Ms. Gupta's nomination is frankly frivolous. For 4 years now, the now minority members of the Judiciary Committee refuse to even comment on, let alone criticize, President Trump's tweets antagonizing judges, senators, everyday Americans, and so many others. Yet now they argue that Ms. Gupta's occasionally impassioned tweets over the last 4 years is somehow disqualifying, despite her sincere apology, her expression of respect for members of this body, and her promise to participate in turning down the rhetorical temperature. My Republican colleagues' double standard could not be more clear. Similarly, our Republican colleagues spent the last 4 years hastily confirming judges and nominees who refused to answer basic questions, like whether or not Brown versus the Board of Education was rightfully decided. Of course it was. But now they argue that more than 5 hours of testimony and 10,000 pages of documents is not sufficient to evaluate Ms. Gupta, who repeatedly answered each and every one of their questions. Again, the double standard could not be more clear. I could go on and on but instead of continuing to point out the obvious hypocrisy, let me say a few more words about why I'm excited to have Ms. Gupta serve as the Associate Attorney General. For years now, civil rights, voting rights, environmental justice, immigrant rights, and consumer rights have found themselves as a second thought in the administration of our justice system. No longer. Under Ms. Gupta's leadership, I look forward to seeing a Justice Department that pursues equal justice for all of our citizens and that recognizes the dignity and humanity of all people. I look forward to seeing Ms. Gupta work with Republicans and Democrats, with liberals and conservatives, to find solutions to our problems, as she has throughout her career. And I look forward to young girls and boys of color once again seeing someone who looks like them in the leadership of our Justice Department, and knowing that one day they too can reach such great heights. Colleagues, let's not wait a moment longer. It's time for us to confirm Ms. Gupta as the next Associate Attorney General of the United States. Madam President, I yield the floor.